Welcome. Very excited to do this training. We like to call this one the critical first 30 days, what you should be doing with every single new person. I'm going to walk you through what we do with our brand new people, whether they've signed up as a customer or as a business builder. And hopefully, this will help you to create a system with your new people and to really support them in the first 30 days. Because I'll tell you what, support is key. It's one of the most important things. So we want you to maximize the team and use the system that we have in place. This team system here, use the products, talk to people, use the tools. You have access to everything that you need to know from the system right on our website, www.ourteamvision.com. And so, what I want you to remember with your brand new people is you need to keep it very simple. And you need to make the first 30 days so easy for them that there's no option but for them to engage. When we overload a brand new person with too much information, too many tools all at once, it seems very complex and confusing. So, following this system that I'm going through now is going to help you to keep it very, very simple for them. So, what is your job as an enroller in the first 30 days? Number one, your job is to help your brand new person to get results on the product. We want to make sure that they have such a phenomenal product experience that literally they fall in love with Isagenix and Isagenix products. And number two, we need to get them paid in the first 30 days. And here's what I say to every brand new person. It is my personal mission to get your products paid for within the first 30 days. You're going to get results and people will ask you about that. And we're going to turn that into you getting your products paid for. Very important and becomes very, very exciting. So here's exactly what I do with a brand new person once I've just taken their information and I'm about to put them into the system as a brand new customer or associate. First, I have them download the ISA Life app. This is a great resource for you to be able to stay connected to all of your personally enrolled, teach them how to use the app, how they can use it to track their results, to order product, modify their auto ship, and a great way for you to communicate with them every day. You can see when they're doing cleanse days, you can encourage them, send them messages, you can see when they order products. It's a phenomenal app. So you want to make sure that they download it and show them how to log in. I send them a personal welcome email that is available for you on our resources page, a copy of the email. All you have to do is copy and paste it. You can save it in a folder in your email so that you can just send the same email every single solitary time right when they sign up. It goes over their username, their password, their ID number, when their auto ship is. It tells them how they can become an associate, and a number of other very simple resources. I like redundancy when I sign people up. I like to send them the same information in multiple channels just to make sure that they have everything that they need to really succeed on the product. Next, I either set up or do the welcome call. The welcome call is a very important component for bringing your brand new person into the community, into the Team Vision community, into the Isagenix community, and really showing them the amount of support that they have available to them. So I'll reach out to a couple of people in the line of sponsorship, even if they're not personally connected. I make sure that they're connected through the tree, and I introduce them, and I make sure they have each other's contact information. And you can watch the video about the welcome call as well on the website. I try to do that immediately so people know they have support. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I will immediately add them to our Team Vision Facebook page, let them know that this is a great community that offers support and help and encouragement. And so that way they can get all the welcome to the team, welcome to the team. You would not believe how moved people are when they see all of those comments from you guys as you're welcoming them to our team. And then the last thing I do is I make sure that they know that as soon as their box arrives, we're going to get on either a Zoom call or a telephone call, and we're going to do what we like to call an open box call. And at that time, I go over every product in the box. I help them to create a system that's going to work for them. And this is a great time for them to ask additional questions. It's showing them that you're giving them even more support, and you're really committed to them. And this is a great time to show flexibility in the program so that their product experience is excellent. Remember, we want them to fall in love with the product so that they can't but help but tell as many people as they possibly can about this system. So now here's the thing. Here's where people mess it up. They think, oh my gosh, I got this person in, they're signed up, but are they really? They're nervous, they're excited, they're not sure about it still. They probably feel a little bit overwhelmed. Their belief is very low, so they need a lot of support. And I like to do 30 days of actual hand holding with my brand new person to make sure that they have every possible chance to succeed with their brand new products and possibly their brand new opportunity. So here we go. When once their product arrives and we have done the open box call, and I know when they're going to start their system, I text them every single day, even something short, for the first 2 weeks. Now, it doesn't have to be, have you lost weight? Matter of fact, I usually don't ask those questions. I'm asking them questions about how they feel, non-scale victories. How are you feeling? Are you sleeping better? Are you noticing that your energy level is better? Are you noticing your moods are better? I mean, I really just try to get into them and checking in on you. How are you feeling? Even if they don't respond. And a lot of times they don't because they're busy and they're working. But here's what you're showing them. You're showing them that you are there for them. I'm also making sure that they're having a good experience. If they're feeling terrible or tasting bad or something, when I'm checking in every day, I can find out. And that way I can see if they're maybe doing something incorrectly, and I can help them modify that behavior or just modify the system in general. And this is also solidifying and really, or creating a new friendship or a bond with them, because they are seeing and feeling that I actually care. So the name of the game here is support, support, support. It does not take hardly any time at all to send a quick text message to your new people. So this is incredibly important. And statistically, we've seen that this type of support really, really adds to retention in your business. The retention goes way up when people have this type of support when they first get started on the products. So that's your job. Okay, what is their job? In the first 30 days, their job is to use the products correctly. So we want to make sure that they're using them correctly. Their job is to get results, and their job is to share their journey. And we're going to really help them to do that. They need to lean on you. You are their tool for the first 30 days. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed and feel like this is a lot. It really isn't. It's a very small amount of work to offer this type of support to people. Okay, so we've already talked about this. Now, I want you to repeat these words. All you need to know is my phone number. This is what I tell my brand new people. Listen, you don't need to worry about it. All you need to know is my phone number. I am pouring into them the belief that they don't need to know anything to succeed. All they need to know is that they have support. I am here to help them answer questions. And I tell them, listen, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to share your journey with other people. Don't be afraid to post on Facebook that you're excited about your new journey. Don't be afraid if somebody says, hey, what are you doing? Because when they ask you a question, connect with me and I will give you the answer. I want you to know I'm here to help you to talk to people. My goal, I'm obsessed with making sure that you get your products paid for in the first 30 days here. And so I keep it very simple for them so they don't feel fear in talking to other people, because they know all they need to know is that they need my phone number, and I'm going to answer the question for them. And that's what you're going to do for them. So here's what happens a lot of times. Some people are saying, well, I'm going to wait until I get results before I talk to people, before I book my in-home shake tastings or, my launch party, whatever. But here's what I say. I say, no, do you trust me? don't wait, because we're going to put together a support system for you. It's so much more fun when you do it together with other people in your circle. I'm going to make it very easy for you. All you have to do is get people in the room, and trust me, I will do all the work for you with this presentation. People are afraid a lot of times to book a presentation quickly in their journey. But I tell them, listen, by the time you get your products, by the time we have this first shake tasting, you're going to have some results. Even if the result is just, wow, I have so much energy. I may have only lost 1.5 pounds, but my energy is through the roof. That's enough for people. And so I want to make sure that you take advantage of these bonuses that are available to you in your first 60 days. So I want to get this in the books. And so I ask people to just trust me and the journey, and to get these presentations booked, and to talk to people without fear, because they know I'm there for them. Now, they're getting results on the product. They know that they have support. And so I ask them immediately to book 3 shake tastings. The goal is to book 2 in 1 week and 1 in the week just following. I tell them all you have to do is invite all of your friends and family. And if you have not already done so, please watch the video on how to invite. I go over some scripts and exactly what you need to do to be effective in inviting people to your presentation. So you can send them to that resource to help them be very, very effective in inviting people. I also help them to come up with some simple Facebook posts when they get started. That's another resource that's available to you under our resources page on the website. You can download those scripts. And I'm helping them to respond to texts. I just make sure that they know that anything that comes up, I'm going to be the resource. I'm going to help them walk them through this first 30 days so that they get amazing results on the product. And I do everything that I can to ensure that they get paid in that first 30 days. If there's any magic ingredient in this business, it's getting people paid as quickly as possible. And so I encourage them to use me for 3-way calls. And I tell them, use me for 3-way calls like your life depends on it, because I know how to answer the questions. And a couple of things happen on this 3-way call. Number one, of course, I'm answering questions for their people, their friends, their family, the people in their circle. But they themselves, my new person, is also hearing the answer. So they're learning, and this is building them their belief in the business and in the product. So I continue to encourage them to talk to and share their results, their excitement with other people. I tell them, help me to help you by talking to other people right now. Don't delay. So my goal here is we're making things happen. We're going to get their first enrollment. Now, once they get their first enrollment, they've gotten their first PIB, their first product introduction bonus. Now I know that the excitement is starting to happen. So once they get their first, I encourage them, listen, you've already made, $25 or $100 with this first sign up. Who else is interested? Because we can turn that $25 into $150 if you hurry up and get somebody before Sunday. Or we can turn that $200 into $450 because your product introductory bonuses are going to double if you get another one this week. So my goal when they get their first one is to get them to consultant that week. And here's the thing, I'm cheering them on at every step. Everything that they do, I'm cheering them on. I recognize them publicly on my Facebook page and the team page, and I'm constantly just pouring encouragement and belief into them. And I am only giving them enough information for the very next step. I call this spoon feeding information. So they don't need to know everything all at once. They just need to know what to do next in this first 30 days. So I continue until. Now, if somebody is just too busy or not available, I will actually make calls for them. What is my goal? My goal is to make calls with them. If somebody that they know has questions and they want to get on the phone, my best case scenario is that my brand new person is on the phone with me to hear the information for these calls. But if it's not possible, I make the calls for them. I do what is necessary to help them get paid in that first 30 days because my goal, get them results on the product, number one, get them paid. And here's another side goal for you to remember. When you are connecting with your brand new person's people, you are making connections now. So let's just say the person that you've enrolled falls off. They stop using the product and you cannot get a hold of them ever again. That happens. Believe me, that happens. We don't like it when it happens, but it is a part of the business. But now you have developed a relationship with their people. So even if they quit, their people still have you. They have the support and help of you. So they won't end up having to quit because it doesn't matter because they still have you. So the goals are we're getting them product introductory bonuses, we're helping them go consultant, and my ultimate goal for the first 30 days is to get them to Crystal Manager by helping them to develop their first two consultants within that first 30 days. That's a perfect scenario for me if I can make that happen. So um, what happens after the first 30 days? Well, now they have some belief. They've done their first three in-home shake tastings, so they know how to do it, and they're on their own for those, to do those themselves now. But what you've shown them in the first 30 days is that this is simple. You've made it fun and easy. So it's very easy for them to duplicate that, and they are organically going to want to take the next step. So once this happens, now is when I engage them in the team calls. I talk to them about our system and our team website. I tell them to go to Isagenix Business. I'm inviting them to new events. I'm exposing them to more things. I'm still spoon feeding them the next step. But now that they've engaged, they've gotten results, they've started to make some money, now they're ready to receive the information. So how much information do I give them? That depends on how fast they gobble up the spoonful of information. I meet people where they're at. I continue to gently cast a vision and guide them to the next step, but I only move at the pace that they move. Always trying to get them to the next step, but meeting them where they're at. So that's what we do in the first 30 days. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope it helps you duplicate like crazy.